with repeated things.
Happy silence. Right click. Oh, misses the right click.
Looking for surrounding and he gets it on the DK. There's no TP for him anymore.
Got it. That's locked in.
Oh my god.
Get those apart!
This is not a fight that Kiwikaki can win here in the upper right. Can he win it somewhere else? Oh,
But this is a moon. Does he have enough damage? Or he miscalculated this? No way! Are you serious? Tunnel dead.
right click. Happy. How can you save this DK? You have no resources for a potion. Trying to nuke. Doesn't work. Step out.
Funny composition, not the right one by Johnny Cage.
Stormbolt.
All the
Don't
trees
miss
go.
it. Perfect shockwave. You don't have much time. Shockwave. Here we go. One more right click. Lin. Guagua. Oh!
Hello, and welcome everybody to our third Christmas stream day. I hope you guys have had a wonderful Christmas so far. Today, we are finishing the tournament we started yesterday, the MoChuanSheJi Cup, named after the sponsor. For brevity, we might also call it the Christmas Cup. We had some amazing games yesterday. We had 6 games in the group stage. And today, one more event to crown the king of the last tournament before Super League. Tomorrow on the 27th, Super League Season 2 is starting with all the best players in the world there combined. Except for Starbuck, I guess. Starbuck is taking this season off. A little bit sadly for all us Warcraft fans and European Warcraft fans especially. Anyways, big Super League starts tomorrow, but today we also have a big grand final to enjoy. I'm not muted, am I? No. Okay, looks like we're good. I am in the lobby already. Player's going to start doing the vetoes here soon and getting the next game, the final game here underway. If you guys weren't here yesterday, let's take a look at the bracket together. And here comes Saul Apeman with the raid. Thank you, Saul. Merry Christmas. Hello, Raiders. I saw that you guys were dissecting what Professor Lemez was doing on ladder. I can only wonder, is the Pally Rifles dead? We might find out starting tomorrow in the Super League. We had no orcs in this tournament, so there, no opportunity for the humans to play Pally Rifles. One human made it into the grand final today, although it looked very unlikely at some point yesterday. Let's go through the matches here quickly and recap. FORTI versus Happy, the grand final from today, was indeed the first match yesterday, and that was a crazy game. Super sick. Every single map was a banger. This felt like a grand final already. It lasted, I think, like 90 minutes. Super long games, super exciting, great back and forth. We had a comeback on every single map. It was kind of wild, and Happy inches through. It was super close. Then Kaho defeated Fortitude. The series was a lot shorter. Kaho looking really strong there as well. Fortitude then owning Infi. This might have been the one. The last game was the most one-sided, but this one was also very one-sided. Then Happy versus Infi, another banger game. Again, super close. Super aggressive in the early game. We had so much brawling, so many kills, high-level heroes, so much damage to the economy. Infi almost won that series. Here again, Happy barely wins this series. That was the trend of yesterday. Then, after these 4 games, we had Kaho with 1 win, Happy with 2 wins. Close wins, though. And it seemed like Kaho only needed 1 win here in the last 2 games to make the grand final. It was looking really good for Kaho after the first 4 matches. If only he got 1 win, but as you can see, he wouldn't get it. And against Happy, he got very close. He was so far ahead on map 3. Map 1, he played really well, outplaying Happy. Happy there making some mistakes. Map 2, Happy played amazing. Kaho maybe didn't figure out and scout the expo fast enough. Really good play here by Happy. And then map 3, that was a wild one as well. Kaho had the perfect early game. Amazing early game, amazing timings on the tech and the counter expansion. And then Happy played Ultra Turtle mode. He was like 3 levels behind, 30 supply behind. He was just harassing, laming, turtling with Garrick's, Frostworms, and for once, finally, also statues. And he tilted Kaho with freezing breath. He tilted Kaho. Kaho ran into all the towers and lost that game somehow. And then Kaho went on to lose the next game as well to Dark Ranger Tower Push, which Infi played really well. Close series there. Despite the 2-0, Kaho seemed a bit tilted in the end. And so, in the end, it was Kao not making the grand final, which, again, after match 4 seemed so likely if only he had gotten 1 win. But no, he lost 2, and so it was Fortitude with only 1 win making it through. It was almost a 3-way tie here. The 3 players that were not happy were FORTI, Infi, Kaho, all with 1-2, and you can see how close the map score was. Fortitude with a neutral map score of 0 had the best. Behind that, Infi, behind that, Kaho. It was a flip all of a sudden yesterday, and I gotta say, that was my Christmas wishes coming true, because human versus undead, man, you can't beat this matchup right now in the game for excitement. I was thinking ahead yesterday in the middle of the day. I was like, I guess it's gonna be Kao versus Happy Grand Final, seems the most likely. It's gonna be fun as well, but a bit of a shame that it wouldn't be Happy versus FORTI Grand Final, but it didn't happen. It happened. Santa delivered the Christmas gifts to all of us, and if this Grand Final now is gonna have the same quality as the games yesterday, then we are in for a treat.
Merry Christmas number 2.
Ultra Roffel with another big dono. You were here yesterday as well, I remember. Or was it the day before yesterday? One of those days. We've been getting
5 years. Best present.
We've been getting tons of support from you guys these last couple of days. Absolutely amazing. Thank you so very much. Not just for the subs and donos, but also for many kind words that really went to the heart. Thank you guys very much. I hope you have a good Christmas season so far. I've had a pretty good Christmas time so far with family. Yesterday I went to the next Christmas dinner, and I didn't know what they were going to be cooking, what they were going to be serving. Yesterday's Christmas dinner was with my mom's boyfriend, his kids. He's got 3 kids, and they all come together, and they have lots of little children running around. I think it was 7 kids yesterday, so I was like, lots of screaming and running. The way that Christmas, you know, you have in your memory from childhood was lots of fun. But the food, guys. I arrived kind of late because my mom's always late. That's just what she does. We arrived kind of late, and they started the dinner already. And so I'm sitting down. I'm eating some of the mashed potatoes. The mashed potatoes were good. And I see the meat, and it was clearly some poultry. And I asked, "Oh, is this turkey?" And he said, no, we cooked a goose. And I didn't say it, and I didn't complain, but I hate goose. I hate goose. I hate it so much. Normally, I love eating all the meat at the Christmas dinner, but there I only had very little because I hate goose, bro. Don't like it at all. The rest of the dinner was very good, though. We had a lot of shots as well. I woke up this morning really hungover at like 8 a.m. I was like, oh boy, it's going to be a tough day. But then I slept 2 more hours, 3 more hours, and then we were all good. Uh-oh. We had a little bit of a join bug here. First game of the day. When the lobby stays up too long, oftentimes this is a bit of a failure point. I hope I don't have to rely on Flow TV today, because that one has been desyncing quite a bit. I may have to go over there depending on how my connection is, but let's hope for the best. Slurp. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It took a long time to load. I'm not sure if this is gonna work. Ooh, I got a lot of packet loss to this server. I'm a bit nervous about the connection today, but the first map is up, boys. Pray with me that we are gonna have stability today. Okay, got this, got that, bada boom, bada bang. Echo Isles is gonna be our first map. And if you guys want to have some more Christmas gifts on our second day of Christmas, then throw your hat in the ring with the channel points. We're setting up the first Gamba right now. Alright. Here we go. Map number 1. In our best of 7 grand final. Happy versus FORTI. In my opinion, this map is amazing for Lich. And as you guys have probably heard me say many times, I feel like Happy is a bit too stubborn in this matchup right now, going Crypt Lord every single time. But he's the best undead of all time. I should stop criticizing him, so let it be known. I voice my my disagreement once here. I feel like he should be playing more than just Crypt Lord. I am not gonna bang on this point anymore for today. Obviously, Happy is very successful. He is by far the best Crypt Lord player in the world. Like I mentioned yesterday. A bit ironic, because Happy was like the last top undead to adopt the Crypt Lord. Back when Crypt Lord was OP, everyone was playing it. X-Lord, Vortex, everybody. Happy was the one refusing to, saying, well, it's just gonna get nerfed. Why would I practice it? Indeed, Crypt Lord did get nerfed, but post-nerf, Happy has been finding his liking for the hero, apparently. Even sometimes, in recent matches, has played some Crypt Lord Expo against Undead. In Undead Mirror, really cool. Still not sure if that's gonna be a reliable thing he's gonna keep on doing, though. We'll see. Happy was thinking about going for the Shadow Priest Steel. That didn't quite work. I like that by FORTI a lot. This means he had to stop peasant production, though, for a short while. I think you have to, wait, is that true? I think you have to stop either FORTI or peasant production for a short while to get the 2 supply unit Shadow Priest. Parry of Vitality. Happy is not going for the instant expo for once. Oh. Normally we always see undeads creeping this expansion right away. It's a very easy creep indeed. Uh-oh. I feel like I'm starting to lag a little bit already. That is worrying me a little. Quick level 2 for the Crypt Lord. Circlet is a very good item. He may want to go for double circlet. It's going to be a great stat boost for him later on. Crypt Lord, one of the heroes who can benefit really well from all stats. Strength and int and even agi are good for him. Archmage, of course, creeps a little bit faster. He's going to get level 3 here ahead of the Crypt Lord. If Happy creeps this green camp here, or this one, this would also be level 3 for the undead then. Got one Shadow Priest already. Oh, the FORTI. Can he steal something here? Steals the Bursey. Happy, is he willing to use the Impale here to kill it? Yes, he is. Big kill, big experience. That might be level 3, actually. Buys lots of mana. Used up. So now, not much Impale left over. Happy leaving one beetle here. Wants to get the next Shadow Priest. Wants to have the Dispel ready. Fortitude is looking for the cancel. Summoning the first Water Elemental early. But he's going to have to rely also on Footman to get this cancel on the Haunted. He has 3 footies here. 4th one on the way. Ooh, I wonder if that's good enough. Narrow Tower, not quite up yet. 15 seconds. Big moment in the game. No Shadow Priest still. Maybe it's still on cooldown. But here's the Water Elemental breaching through. And that is looking like a cancel here. Happy, what is he doing with these foot... Oh, the ghouls were all AFK there for a while, by the way. That didn't seem perfect. Meantime, we have ghouls now hitting up at the expansion, taking out some peasants. This could be painful for both players. It's a lot of footies going down. This one luckily getting away. Happy's focus fire here with a narrow tower, not quite perfect. The movement on the ghouls, not quite perfect. This was not the best defense ever by Happy there, to be honest. One peasant goes down. Town Hall, though, is up. And the AM is in position to defend. Crypt Lord now coming over, picked up the boots. He's got 1 Dispel still on this Shadow Priest. Happy loves going heavy on mercs on this map, and Happy also loves taking out the Arcane Tower. Before it's even an Arcane Tower, ideally. And that's what he's going for right away. FORTI knew it was coming. He's going for the repair. The piercing damage here is great, actually, from the Shadow Priests. He's trying to Dispel. Water Elemental, though, trying to hide from the Dispel. Pretty nice, but still goes down. In the end, more experience for the Crypt Lord. Here come the Militia from the main base. Ghouls going now towards the Peasants. It might be a bit of a bloodbath here once again. Meantime, the progress on the expansion. Almost 60%. FORTI. Could he staff over to the Expo to get a cancel there? Not really, right? There's no units over there. Looks like Happy's Expo is coming up here as well, and that's a lot of experience for the Crypt Lord. Level 4 already. He could summon some more beetles here if he wants. Ideally, you want to minimize ghoul losses, pull them back, do damage still with the beetles if you can. But it looks like now FORTI has stabilized with the help of Mercs, and of course the Archmage. But it's the Crypt Lord, definitely ahead on experience, maybe not by that much, but it is a lead noticeable.
A player's forces are under attack.
Let's compare the gold mines as well real quick. 12,000 there for a moment, 2,400. So this is hardly even a lead. FORTI's Expo got up way earlier, but he couldn't mine for a long time. With Happy's attack coming in. Archmage now very close to the level 4. Looks like the little creep camp, little green camp should do it. Lots of herd footies over here, by the way. A shop would be great to have. FORTI, though, starts the tech first. Happy could follow up with the tech here in just a moment if he wants. Daytime. Is it heal scroll time? Bought the boots again. Whoops. That was a bit of a misclick. I guess it's not that much gold lost. Heal scroll here, though, very important to pick up, because the AM now would have loved to go for a FORTI attack. The counter attack, the pendulum swinging back with a heal scroll would have been very fierce. Heal scroll now on Happy side is a lot better for the undead. And so the tech is begun after the heal scroll purchase. That's a significant tech lead on the human side. I would say this is a pretty even game so far. The human wants to be a little bit ahead on tech. Muddy. Well, this beetle's gonna chase him to the ends of the earth. Big commitment here by Happy. He's willing to blast this heal scroll and get a lot of kills here if he can. Oh, baited by the illusion. There goes all the mana for the Crypt Lord. Nibble, nibble. Muddy down. Arcane Tower here pretty late. And I would say FORTI's in a very good defensive position. He's got way more mana regen right now. Huge advantage. Level 2 Brilliance and Clarities. Crypt Lord is way, way behind the mana right now. I don't really think he can take a good fight here. He needs tier 2 to finish. He needs Wand of Negation. And he needs mana potions. But the tech is pretty late. I feel like Happy sometimes goes for the tech a little bit too late. Staying on tier 1 a little bit too long. In this game, for example, I feel like he should have just gotten the heal scroll here. And maybe not buy all these items. And in exchange, go for a faster tech. Heal scroll committed. I would have loved to see a second circlet, by the way. But maybe there was not enough money in the early game. Happy is attacking the water elemental here with the ghouls. That might not be the best targeting. Happy goes for another heal scroll. There's a lot of ghouls going down right here, by the way. This is a great trade for FORTI. Look at the experience on the AM. Close to level 5 already. I think Happy's ghoul micro here for once wasn't the greatest. And this is going to be level 5. This was not a good exchange for Happy at all. He's 4.5 now as well, but AM surely gets this kill. Surely. Oh. Doesn't have boots, actually. Wait. That's very surprising. How does the AM not have boots? Happy trying to save this Burzy. Archmage wants this kill. He wants this kill so bad for level 5, but the heal from the priest keeps him alive. And it's a bit of an overextension by FORTI. Doesn't get the kill. Forced to TP away. In the end, though, it didn't cost him too much, and Happy's going for more mercs. Man, Happy loves these mercs. No love for the Lich, but big love for the mercs. That was a pretty sick save by Happy. That was very well done. I think FORTI is still completely satisfied with this game. He's about to hit level 5. And he's soon going to Griffins. Normally when you're playing Crypt Lord in this matchup, in the late game, you have one of two options. Either go for a Destroyer Bust to break the human expansion and win the game there on the spot. Or you go for Banshee Tech and try to take the game late against Griffins. Especially when you're behind, I think you have to try to go all in. If you're behind, I don't think you can really hope to win late game with Griffins. Mercenaries now all being eliminated. Crypt Lord still enjoys some good targets here. But soon there's going to be only air units left. And then Impale does not do much anymore. Against heroes, though, it can still be good if it's targeted well. Some good economic damage here as well. Taking out some of these acolytes. Oh, MK might be falling. Man, level 3 Watch Elementals. You see the power of them. And if Happy didn't feed away so many ghouls here, there wouldn't have been level 3 Watch Elementals in this attack. I think that really was a noticeable mistake. Great escape as well. MK saved on low hit points. He's tier 3 already. Could go for a staff here. Or maybe he wants to creep up the Mountain King. Pally on the way, Gyros and Griffins about to be coming as well. Happy is still behind on tech.
A player's forces are under attack.
What's the gold difference now, by the way? 9,200 versus 8,400. Oh, this was actually quite significant here. Lost mining time and lost acolytes. I would say FORTI now definitely has the lead in this game. Not like he has this game for certain in the bag. FORTI still needs a couple of things to win in the late game. He needs big supply, 80 with Griffins. And needs lots of upgrades as well. 2-2 minimum. And he needs some hero levels on MK and Pally. So the to-do list is still very long for FORTI. Like for many of us. A to-do list never seems to quite shrink to zero, does it? Thank you, Jumpesk, the legend, with the resub. Thank you, Balu, with the resub. Man, the legend's gonna have crazy damage items, by the way. Happy got plenty of claws and gloves. FORTI right now has to creep very defensively. He's gonna get very strong with the Griffins later, but he's not there yet. Happy right now is stronger on the battlefield, especially if he's adding in some more fiends. And there's more creep camps on Happy's side left over. But MK gets 3. That's big. Must be level 2 clap. Indeed it is. Items here for FORTI are not that amazing yet. Happy got the Banshee tech rolling already. I wonder if FORTI shouldn't be trying to creep down here. Try to take some camps away from Happy. I guess Happy's anticipating this. And for that reason, going for this camp first. Making sure he's the one to claim it. This might be the last creep camp for the entire game for Fortitude. Gonna give the solo experience here to the Pally. Easy to creep, of course, quickly with Griffins. Oh, he found the Pally aura. Still actually doesn't go Divine Shield though. Okay, so gonna be selling that one. Bad aura here for Happy. Scourge Bone Chimes does absolutely nothing. Happy also has to make sure to work on his upgrades. That is what he's doing. On 2-1 already. The calm before the storm right now. Happy's wasting a bit of experience here. Crypt Lord soaking up XP is not exactly optimal. Holy shit, look at this lich. 28 damage. Wee baby. That is kind of crazy. Can't even hold all the claws. He gives him the Invo potion to be safe. Should certainly put the claws on the Crypt Lord. Then... Did Happy just use a heal scroll by accident? Kind of looked like it. I'm not sure though. FORTI actually gets another green camp over here. A little bit more experience. Another small item. Happy getting ready for the big attack. FORTI with a counterattack. It's gonna be some easy kills over here. Looks like there's no burrow yet. Happy gonna punish the peasants as much as he can. But he's gonna TP home. One griffin here is caught. Happy jumping right in. TP out. Forced right away. One griffin goes down. Thanks to the coil Nova. Almost another one, but this one survived.
A player's forces are
That looked like pretty even amount of losses right there. Happy could reach level 3 Lich here with the last 2 camps. Oh, wait, maybe not. Happy's creeping here has not been optimal. He could be level 3 Lich by now if he had optimized this a bit more. Yesterday, by the way, we saw a little bit of Banshee possession on Griffins. In the game on Hammerfall, that was the case. That was the one map that Happy actually lost. It was a crazy game, long game. We mined everything out in the end. Well, not everything, but 2 bases. Seems like here the fighting position should be pretty good for FORTI. Lich is also out of mana already. Crypt Lord landing an Impale. That's 2 peasant kills. 3 peasant kills. Happy doesn't even have too much AMS here yet. Now we also get Breakers to steal and flip the curse. Happy's TPing out. That makes sense. This fighting position seems horrible. Only 1 Banshee to die in the end. And FORTI keeps working on its upgrades. Once you get to 3/3 Griffins, 80 supply, or maybe even more, that is supposed to be the win condition that Undead cannot deal with. And normally Undead cannot deal with it, but this is Happy that we're talking about, so we shouldn't be too sure about it. What's the prize money for first place in this tournament? It is $1,138. Oh, we got some Burrow Beetle scouting. But being revealed. Pally's close to 3. This is going to be a big level up. I think that's what he's trying to do right now. Kill the Beetles to get a bit more experience to hit the Pally level up. This Watch Elemental might be Lich level 3. Oh, Fiends might be getting flanked over here from the Mountain King. 1 Fiend out of position. Should be dead right away. MK looking for the big clap. He's got a mana potion as well. Happy though kiting back to the main. Now he's on Blight. And here he's enjoying lots of regen. Anti-magic shell on absolutely everything. This time FORTI's in a bad position. This does not seem to be a fight that normally you want to be taking. But it's another kill for FORTI. It's level 3 for the Pally. Big level up here. Lich taking lots of damage. He was in serious trouble. Anti-magic is in again. Nova coming out as well. TP out now from FORTI, realizing this is not the fight really that he wants to be taking. And it looks like in the end it really wasn't many losses on either side. FORTI healing up right away. And it's more time for more upgrades. Griffin's gonna have 3-2 soon. Fiend's already there. Going for the 3rd armor upgrade. Man, I would like to see these claws on the Crypt Lord, please. It's a pretty even game still, I guess, but in an even game, the longer it goes, normally the better it is for human when facing a Crypt Lord first. Does Happy have Master Training, by the way? Yes, he does. Not really enough mana on these Banshees, though, to try to possess the Griffins. I think FORTI's gonna go to 100 supply soon. That's a terrifying 100 supply army. Going for some gyro upgrades as well. They are 0-0 currently. And now a game of patience. Is this time for Happy to regen mana on the Banshees? Also really good. Of course, the Brilliance is nicely topping off the human heroes. I'm very surprised that there's only one staff on FORTI. I guess you cannot rely on staffs to save the Griffins, as the web disables it. But still, this has been such a long game. It seems like at least 2 staffs should be reasonable here. Here we go, though. FORTI's getting up to 100. We're about to mine out in the main base. You can only do this once. Get up to 100 supply. Happy reading it well. He's following up to 100. When I see these armies, these supply numbers, I'm always so happy that I don't have to micro these fights. It's so hard to micro them well. It's always easier when you have an air army. The air units that don't block each other. But especially when you're microing a 100 supply ground army, that is not a very enviable task. FORTI thinking about a 3rd base up here. Happy, though, saw it right away. 3-3 Fiends. 3-2 Griffins. Ultimate late-game army. Fiend Banshee is supposed to be the counter to Griffins, but the Griffins that scale so well in high supply with high upgrades tend to have the upper hand here because of the hero setup. If Happy had a Lich first, on level 5, he would own this Griffin army. But as you guys surely know by now, the Crypt Lord is a different story. The Crypt Lord, great in the early game, but he tends to fall off heavily later on. That's a lot of Banshees. That's a lot of green. 99 versus 99. Alright, let's party like it's 1999. Cannon Tower here would be a great defensive help to have as well. I wonder if Happy's going to try to cancel it. FORTI attempting to protect it. In we go! Gyros would be able to take out the Destroyer pretty quickly. They baited some webs already. Man, this fight, it's hard to realize what's going on as a caster. Imagine microing this dude. Happy trying to focus fire. Squad of Protection as well. I love to see that. That's more ammo for everyone. And the Griffins seem to be slicing through the undead army. Happy down a bit in supply. And now we got the cannon tower up. Is there control magic, by the way? There's not. But with control magic, he could steal the beetles in theory. Did Happy try to get away from the Scroll of Protection? Is that what happened? If FORTI gets up this 3rd base, this will be his win condition, obviously. Water Elemental also a great help here. Happy cannot go for Destroyers because the Gyros are ready to dominate the air. We had a sick game yesterday on Shadowed Exile where Happy went 3 bases and he was pretty far behind. And then a surprise Destroyer morph when there were not enough Gyros ready ended up winning him the game. 5 Destroyers to carry him in the end. Banshee mana pretty low here. Certainly no possessions possible. Oh, 1 Griffin. Getting intercepted. He's gonna tie up the supply. Happy approaching from a different angle. And the Gyros again baiting all the webs. Impale comes through. MK stunned for a short while. Griffin damage though still pretty sick. Happy trying to counteract with healed scrolls. MK in the perfect position here for more claps. Where is the targeting going? MK level 4. Militia in the back. Getting Novad as well. Death Knight super hurt, by the way. DK with the Invo Potion. Trying to reposition to a better spot, maybe. Heal Scroll being used as well. DK level 4. Significant level up there. MK low mana, but it has a mana potion still. There should be more claps. Plenty more coming. Archmage! In trouble here! Holy Light last second. That saves him. For how long is the question. The Impale follows up, but not enough damage. And this might win the game now for Fortitude. He's up in supply. He's got the shop support. The Holy Lights are huge. And Happy is running out of mana here. Water Elemental's uncontested. Adding in a lot of valuable damage. That's the last coil for the DK. And I think that's gonna do it. Level 4 Lich. Not in time here, if you ask me. And Fortitude holds his ground. Crypto gets level 6. Shouldn't be meaningful. AM also now on level 6. 6/4/4 heroes. Absolutely tremendous. And Forti knows he has the winning base in the back. Great setup as well. The tower helped a little bit. Not so much in this fight, but in the one before. The shop here helped as well. Happy down by 10 supply. You would think this must be over. Or is it not? This expo is about to run out. This one is also. Happy trying to regroup. The Brilliance Aura now kicking in hard. Everyone's regenning very nicely. MK still has a mana potion. That Periapt on the AM was really nice, by the way, to make him harder to kill. Periapt, I think it was kept from the early game, right? Not a good early game item, but a good late game item on a squishy hero. First game already delivering. Forti now with the ball in his court. Happy's Fiend count is pretty low, but he's making more. He unsummoned some things. He's gonna unsummon almost everything, I imagine, for the final push. Lower supply is better for the undead. However, of course, the human supply is higher here, benefiting from that third base. Expo completely sold. Cryptlord, I guess he's gonna have his ultimate available once. But it doesn't really do that much, so it's gonna be not of that much help, you would think. 64 supply, this is it. Happy's last ditch effort. Oh. Where are the webs? Forti wants to fly in again with the gyros, I imagine. Bait the webs. The Griffins are also caught, though. Manual webs maybe being used here. Banshees, though, also quickly going down. Lich taking lots of damage. AMS is reapplied. Heavy focus fire on the Lich. Is that the right target? Maybe it's not. We'll see. Locust Swarm active this whole time. Oh, the coil misses. Another Fiend goes down. The Fiend count now is very low. Down to only 3 is Happy here. Focusing the Cryptlord is definitely not the right target. That is the tankiest boy on the map by far. Especially with the ult. Happy getting some kills here, but losing way more. Kill after kill. Forti is claiming ground. This Fiend will be level 5 for the MK, by the way. Oh, never mind. Dark Ritual. Deny. But still, all the Fiends are gone. No more web in play. And there's the level 5 for the MK. Pally in the back with hold position. Trying to make sure he's got the heals ready when necessary. And that's game! GG it is. Forti takes map number 1, looking for the revenge from yesterday, where their series also was very, very close. Good back and forth. Both players again showing how good they are in this matchup. Happy though, a little more shaky, I would say, than we've seen him at times. The first defense, the Ghoul Micro didn't look that good. But then I think the biggest mistake was that fight in the middle, when he fought level 4 versus level 4 and fed so many ghouls away. I would say Happy should try to focus a little bit more on faster tech. If you got the expo secured, try to make sure you tech faster. The tech timing for tier 2, for DK, and potions and one of negation make a huge difference. I feel like Happy sometimes undervalues that a little bit. Okay, we're getting ready for map number 2. It's gonna be Autumn Leaves. Wait, Happy's first map pick isn't springtime? Normally it's always springtime. Alright, bit of a change up here. Yo, Remo, nice game. Can I get a shout out to Scott Boland? There we go. I wonder if you're trying to bait me with that. If that's... Of course it is. Your name is Suni Byrne. I don't even get it. But anyways. Great game here by FORTI. Winning the first map. He won the first map yesterday. Wait, is that true? Did he win? Wait. Was it the first map that he won yesterday? It was. Hammerfall was map 1. Then we saw Autumn Leaves. And... yeah, oh yeah, there FORTI had like 3,000 gold, but Happy came in with the Destroyer all in. And somehow won that game. That was a sick game. Dude, these games yesterday were so sick. So sick. Alright, we got FORTI in the lobby. He says ready. Happy taking a moment here. When the game takes very long to launch, sometimes there's an issue with the connection. Okay, looks like we did make it in. Here we go. Map number 2. You know, come to think of it, as mentioned yesterday, FORTI's first map win also was Hammerfall. That was, you know, map 1 of the series. And then Happy's counterpick was Autumn Leaves. I imagine FORTI actually vetoes springtime here, probably. Oh, he's going for the power build again. He's going for the power build again. This looked like an amazing build a couple of weeks ago. Power build Archmage, you fast expand here, and then you harass the Crypt Lord right away early on, making his expansion so hard. Looked really, really good in the past. It does have one major downside, that is the fact that you are far away from level 3 for a long time. But this could lead to the human expansion being way, way ahead. If Happy played Lich here, that would be a perfect counter. But Happy is again going Crypt Lord. I'm biting my tongue right now not to say the thing again. Happy loves the Crypt Lord. I guess we have to accept it for the time being.
Players' forces are under attack.
These items here also could have a big impact. Tome of Intelligence would be sick. Robe of the Magi would be sick. Robe and Tome of Int would be ridiculous. Let's see. I didn't see what tome it was. I think it was Tome of Knowledge. Did anybody see what it was? Tome of Knowledge here is also great. That's +2 all stats then. Happy with the Impale first. Look at the Archmage timing. Look how fast he's here. Acolyte scouting. Happy has faced this build, faced this strat before. And gonna put damage on the Crypt Lord immediately. Ghoul's in trouble already. Archmage has to be worried about getting possibly surrounded here. Acolyte fighting the peasants up here. And no beetles for Happy yet. Big delay on Happy's Expo. There's no human expansion coming yet, but this Arcane Tower surely must finish. Will finish. Last hit on the Water Elemental. A bit more experience for the Crypt Lord. Close to level 2 now. But that's the Ziggurat cancel. And that's going to be the second Ghoul falling. Crypt Lord now level 2. Gonna go for beetles. And there might be no more impales for this entire early game. Big last hit. Huge last hit. Goes to the Crypt Lord. Talisman of Evasion is decent. I feel like Happy also kind of undervalues tank items sometimes on the Crypt Lord. But look at that. More Acolytes falling. I mean, FORTI is taking his sweet time with the expansion. This means that if Happy sent ghouls over here to harass, they wouldn't be able to do too much. 2 Acolytes killed, 2 ghouls killed. Lots of pickoffs early here for FORTI. And what's next? Still no Expo build. On neither side, sort of. But now we begin the Town Hall. So on level 2 versus level 2, I would say Crypt Lord is favored. Telestaff for the Archmage. Happy goes for the Boots of Speed. Getting enough kills here for level 3 would be huge for the Archmage. This also means saves for Happy would be extremely valuable. Minimizing the losses, especially ghoul losses. We're gonna have 1 FORTI scouting for the Expo progress. Happy just started it. He is gonna be way behind on expansion timing, as kind of expected with this opening of AM early aggression. Oh, when the AM... Oh, he's staffing in! He's staffing over to the FORTI, and there's not even a narrow tower yet. Oh, this is an easy cancel. It's an easy cancel, even with just level 1 Water Elementals. And the FORTIs are defending. This is really good play by FORTI. Really good play. He gets the cancel and doesn't even expose a weak, you know, expansion. Archmage, though, getting impales surrounded. He's gonna have to TP away here. Look how close it is with the Expo. Has to use the cancel here. And now, FORTI is miles ahead on economy. GG! Not a long game here. This one ends quick. 5 minutes 45. That is the shortest game we've seen between these two in a long time. FORTI perfect build here. And I said I wasn't gonna say it, but I think I have to say it now. Lich doesn't have these problems. Lich wouldn't have these problems. If the AM shows up with level 1 to try to harass, Lich throws 2 Novas in his face, and then the AM has to skedaddle. Is it skedaddle? I'm not sure. You know what I mean. He has to back off. And also, playing this build is super risky if you don't know which hero is coming, but since you can be 100% sure, basically, that Happy is playing this Crypt Lord build, you can go for the power build AM, you can go for this aggressive early game that Happy is kind of walking into right now. There we go. FORTI with a 2-0 lead. If Happy wants to have a chance of winning this series, he has to get this next map. And this next map is my favorite map at the moment. Shattered Exile. For map number 3. This is make or break moment for Happy. You can't go down 0-3 in this BO7 Grand Final. There's no way FORTI is going to allow a reverse sweep. We got the players in the lobby. This time FORTI has taken a moment before giving the go-ahead. Trying to lay out his strategy in his mind. What's going to be the plan here now? On a big map like Shattered Exile, probably you don't want to go for a power build. Level 1, level 2 aggression doesn't really seem to make sense on a map like this. Maybe a bit more of a passive early game. If Happy can set up the expansion more safely, maybe that will work out better for him. We'll see, but Happy here under pressure. Yesterday also, Happy was indeed under lots of pressure. He was close to losing all 3 of these series yesterday. Ended up winning them all, but we were very close to a different result. Happy goes down 0-2 in this grand final. Of course, Happy has been known to clutch out many amazing series and finals in the past. Sometimes it seems like he thrives the most under this kind of pressure. I feel like this map is actually pretty good for Cryptlord. There's a lot of opportunities to go for Beetle, Ghoul run-bys, punish the economy, lots of room to move on the map. Also, if you're facing Griffins late game, there's lots of open terrain where the Fiends can position well against the Griffin army. Yesterday, FORTI here played expansion immediately over in this position. Humans can expand on both spots. Either gold mine works. For Undead, it seems to be more limited. That's not true, actually. Undead can also expand in both positions if they time it well, scout it well. Normally, you want to be as far away from expo to the human as you can to make sure it's harder for the human to cancel that haunted. Acolyte scouting. Trying to see if FORTI is going for a footy pull over here.
A player's forces are under attack.
FORTI not going with the instant expansion this time. He's going for a different creep route. Going for the lab first. Easy camp. And hoping for some good claws. Gets the gloves of haste. Also not too bad. Happy going with beetles first here. Not impale. And it's perhaps a very quick expo. Happy with a double unsummon, shop, and altar to get more resources quickly. Happy now has enough lumber for the expo. Seems a little bit later than ideal though. Oh, the ghoul. Ooh, ghoul almost died to the creeps. Happy having a little bit of trouble here early with his creep camp, but he's gonna lock it in now, get level 2, picking up the item. Periapt is the worst item for a Crypt Lord. Archmage, of course, grabbed this a lot easier with the help of Militia. And getting a great jump start in experience. So close to level 3 already. Happy uses the Impale to kill the footy. I think FORTI is totally happy with that. 90 mana expended to get that kill. Some peasants here are actually hurt, so the beetles have some good nibble targets. And after the beetles are gone, there's going to be a follow-up coming from ghouls. Happy's trying to pin the Archmage on this side of the map to buy time for his expo. Ghouls should be hiding here for a short while, I guess. Until the AI maybe moves away a little bit. Crypt Lord, really low mana. 40 seconds on the Haunted. I think that's why Happy also impaled the footy here. to not give the AM too easy of a staff target.
The town is
AM does indeed have the staff. Oh, and the ghouls are going to find some good damage here. This is 3 peasant kills immediately. AM feels the need to deal with the ghouls. Staying back on his side. Happy catches another footy here. That's another staff target eliminated. I don't think he impaled this one. Oh, but 4 ghouls trapped. Oh, that's huge kills. Perfect surround by FORTI. Kills 4 ghouls right here. Look at the experience on the AM. But it was also 5 peasant kills, so this was heavy losses on both sides. Maybe most importantly for Happy, his expo comes up without a cancel. Crypt Lord ready for the next round. Would love to take out this arcane tower. It's going to be completely out of mana here, but the arcane tower should be falling. AM seems to be a little bit of a step behind. He's trying to go for attacks, can't do it. He's trying to go for staff plays, can't do it. Happy intercepts them. Happy right now seems to be dictating the pace in this early game. But Archmage is going to get level 4 first, for sure. And then we're going to have a huge mana regen advantage. I think now Happy should be going tier 2. I think now Happy shouldn't be trying to spend too much money on tier 1. I think he has to go tier 2 and then rely on the shop items when the tech finishes. But there's the graveyard. This, I wonder, is this a macro mistake by Happy? Maybe. Knowing Happy, he might be going for a necro first here before the tech. Yep, there it is. And I wonder, isn't this too late? This is... What is this? 450 gold? Roughly, for these 2 buildings? Shouldn't you be teching? Surely now you should be teching. Okay, now he is. Tech difference is not huge this time. It's only about 25 seconds. I would say this is looking pretty even so far. AM is thirsting for that level 4. These are big denies. And the ghouls back at the expo. AM low HP. This is a bit scary for him. The Cryptid, of course, chasing after him with the boots. Archmage, where is he? There he is. Needs a shop. He needs some healing. Right now, it's not the hero defending, but rather the water elementals. And also the footmen. Good game by Happy, though. This looks like a really good early game. Trying to take out the tower. Looks like he's got the damage. AM finally on level 4. Big level up here. But Happy did significant damage to this economy, taking out plenty of peasants. Is there a shredder, by the way? There's no shredder, actually. So, FORTI's lumber income isn't that great yet. Cryptlord might be surrounded over here. Actually, he isn't, but would have had a staff ready regardless. Alright, looks like now both players stabilizing. Got a lot of footies here. Happy knows that if the AM picks up a heal scroll here, he could go for a very strong counterattack towards the expo. I like the spirit tower over here, fortifying this position already. Happy goes for his own heal scroll. Adding in fiends already. Without defend, I think FORTI is going to have a tough time here being effective with these footmen. Oh, and Happy back again. This is what taking out the arcane tower does for you. Whoops, Shredder was on friendly fire mode there for a moment. Great play here by Happy. Picked up a heal scroll already. Doing more damage as much as he can here against the economy. And he's got the staff to come over for the defense when needed. The shop is a bit too late though. Shop is going to be cancelled. Happy can't get the items here.
A player's forces are
S tier 2 is about to be finishing up. I think Happy should go back to the main and pick up some items on the Crypt Lord. FORTI uses the heal scroll. Happy still has his. That is some acolytes going down, but so far not huge damage, I would say, that FORTI is able to do here. I guess he's trying to get also value out of the footmen while he still can, before the footies are useless, which very soon they will be. There was quite a few acolyte kills in the end. Let's take a look at the experience here to get a feeling for who's looking better. AM is ahead. He's closer to level 5. And now, thanks to the Shredder, he is going to have all that unlimited lumber. Happy's tier 3 is noticeably behind. But Happy is going to be stronger out on the map right now with his Fiend army. If the shop finished there, let's say the shop was here, Happy goes for Wand of Negation, goes for Mana Potion. He could have limited the damage there towards the Acolytes more. Small mistake maybe. Not being safe enough with the shop. So the tech is late for Happy. Quite noticeably indeed behind. But FORTI knows he's going to be weaker here for a while. Especially on tier 2, he's going to be a lot weaker than the Fiend army. He needs still lots of time to get those Griffins out with those upgrades. And also get some levels on the other heroes. Staff teleportation on the Crypt Lord. He is fearing some Sapper plays. Indeed, there's a Sapper here. I wonder if Happy realizes that there's a Sapper involved. Beetles being annoying. Canceling a bit of buildings here. Oh, another DK. Getting caught in the middle. But with Death Knight and Crypt Lord ready, it's hard to get these kills on the Fiends. Impale and Coil ready here to keep the Fiends alive. Burrow would be great to have here, actually. Happy's not going for Banshee House yet. Sapper! Ah! Got a kill on the Fiend! Lol. Wait, he's gonna kill all these Fiends in the end. Maybe. Might need to use the Impale here to save this one. Okay, 2 Fiends killed. That's not bad. Sapper finds some usage. Oh! Oh! He could surround the Shredder here! If he's looking! Oh! Happy surrounds the Shredder! Ooh, that would be a big pick-off. Trying to hold the surround. Peasants coming in for the repair. Oh my god, this is huge actually for the economy. Oh! Happy gets it. Damn! What was the Shredder doing here even? That is a lot of lumber lost. To be honest, FORTI could just go for another Shredder over here. It's not very cheap, though.
A player's forces are under attack.
Good position for Happy here, I'd say. FORTI has to play a long game of surviving. Rune Bracers could be good for the DK. Big experience from this camp right here for Happy. Also 2 tomes. AM level 5 is looking strong. MK and Pally, not really yet. Happy's lining up a tier 3 timing. Got the Lich coming out. Got Destroyers readying up. If FORTI could delay here with a counter-attack, that would be huge for him. This frenzy timing is going to be scary. Happy's very low mana on the DK, by the way. It would have been great to bring in a mana potion for the Death Knight here, but didn't do that. Level 5 Crypt Lord as well. Double heal scroll. Big attack against the expansion. Nice base setup here by FORTI. The farms creating a wall. Hard for Happy to get in with the Fiend army. FORTI's praying that he has enough gyros against these destroyers. FORTI has to now prove himself in the first real test. First real attack by Happy right here. Peasants going down quickly. Level 3 on the Death Knight now. Got some decent mana again. He's got 2 coils ready. Ooh, webs on cooldown. Griffins almost were intercepted. That would have been a disaster. He's looking rough already. TP in. FORTI. Where is he going? He doesn't have much. Behind the wall. Commanding position here for Happy. If he knew this camp was taken, he could even try to go for a third base now. In the do-or-die moment, it seems like Happy is delivering. This is critical damage against the human economy. Expo's down. And that should be 99% game over. 99.5% over, maybe. Got some Griffins now in the air, but look at the upgrades. The upgrades are weak. On the last two maps, we saw how strong the Griffins are. When you have those sick upgrades, when you have that sick supply. But low upgrades and low supply heavily favors the undead. FORTI isn't even fighting for the expansion anymore. He is hoping to completely squash the undead army and then maybe re-expand. None of that seems to be happening. It's GG. And Happy does deliver in the do-or-die moment. Well played game. Very well played. Especially the intercepts on the footies in the early game, I think made a huge difference here. Making sure the AM doesn't get that easy Expo cancel with the staff. Well done indeed. FORTI would have loved to take this map here, and then that would have made this grand final pretty easy, with only one more required after. But Happy will prove a more difficult challenge. Now FORTI's gonna have his map pick, though. Question is what that's gonna be. And of course, if Happy wins this map here, this next one coming up, then we're going to be all tied up. Springtime. Really? Wait. So Happy couldn't pick Springtime as his loser's map because FORTI picked it as his loser's map? I feel like Springtime is so good for Cryptlord play. Okay, now I'm curious. What's FORTI going to be cooking up here? The reason why Springtime is so good for Cryptlord play is you can easily creep the expansion, and it easily gives you level 2 right away, and then you can go for a strong attack across the map with all the little dudes, the ghouls, the skellies, and beetles. And it's a short distance, and you can hit pretty hard. Maybe you can even hit the main base. And for the human on the other side, you don't have a super easy level 3 creep route here. In the games we've seen recently, it always seemed like Springtime was looking quite good for the undeads. Is that vodka in your glass mug? That would be very degen. Nah, that's just water. I mean, it is the Christmas season. Indeed. At least in our family, there's lots of drinking happening over these days. But I reserve my drinking for the evening. And I'm sure with my family tonight, there's going to be some of that. It's only degen before noon. It's already 1 p.m. All right, fair enough. If you say so, buddy. You can go ahead and enjoy some... You know, there used to be a time... You know, Neo and I have been casting here on Back to Warcraft for a long time. And we were doing it already like 10 years ago. In those days, in my mid-20s, I was going out and partying much more. I'm actually glad that these times have slowed down significantly. And quite often, I would be hungover like mad the next morning, and I would have to cast. And regularly, I would punch back 2 vodkas to bridge the hangover, and then I would start the cast a little bit tipsy, quite often. Yeah. Those were kind of crazy times. Nowadays, we're much more mature and reasonable. Reasonable Remo is what they call me now. Okay. In game we go, map number 4. Chat says, we did notice. Yeah, I'm afraid it was quite noticeable sometimes. This explains the balance suggestions. Hey! I did those sober almost every time. Certainly the last few times. Like I said, I'm reasonable Remo now. Here's the Crypt Lord. No surprise. This map can also be really good for Lich, by the way. It does make me a bit sad that Happy never ever tries Lich, but hey, it is what it is, I suppose. Thank you, by the way, Valanique with the $1 donation said, Mr. Remo, Merry Christmas. For some reason, it didn't play the sound in the Streamlabs. I don't know why, but thank you still very much for the support. And Merry Christmas. Okay, 40. Is he going for the Mercam creep here? This is pretty rare. Wait, is he... Wait. Is he playing one base all in? That is exactly the strat that he was favoring towards the end of Super League Season 1. It seemed like the meta shifted away from it though, but sometimes still we see 40 busting out the one base all in. Get Mercs, get AM level 3, tech up, and then go all in push with Riflecaster MK against the Undead expansion. Wait. Wait, what? Happy isn't unsummoning. It looks like Happy is getting ready to tech, and he's expecting 40 to go all in. On one base. Happy doesn't even have a skull. Happy seems sure he's facing a one base play here. Oh, 40, where's the 40 scout? Yeah, Happy's teching. Oh, if 40 techs here, this is bad for 40. 40 right now should be expanding. The 40 scout, he sees no skull. He sees no skull. This means no expansion. 40, you don't... I think you should not be teching here. I think you should be expanding. This is a little bit uncharted territory, though. He is teching. Wow, what a read by Happy. What a read. Just seeing the creep route over at the Merc camp, he was sure that 40 would play one base, and the read was right. Right as rain. I am going to be level 3 here in a moment. Happy setting up a Narrow in the main base. Getting a bit more experience here. Another item would be great for Happy. But that's going to be a creep jack. Wait, AM isn't level 3 yet. He needs one more kill. There it is. Happy though with the experience. Gets the item. Looking for the Impale Surround. Oh, slips out. Big waste of mana. Impale doesn't lead to the desired result. Ghoul taken out as well. This one though certainly will work out. AM is kind of tanky here, man. He's getting healed. He's got the Ring of Protection +5. Oh, but he has to TP still in the end. Another Ghoul. That's 3 Ghoul kills. That's big. That's good for 40. These are the kills he needs, considering he's looking at a one-base game, which is not what you want as a human player normally. Cloak of Shadows for the Crypt Lord here is not the stat boost he was hoping for. Happy scouting. Trying to figure out if there might be a tier 2 expansion happening soon. AM with good experience here. Almost level 4 already. Crypt Lord behind, but he's gonna get level 3 here at least. Happy has to try to get tier 3 and get out Destroyers. Oh, if there's room here for a Slaughterhouse, this would be perfect base build by Happy. Slaughterhouse might be in danger of getting cancelled. Crypt Lord, good items by the way. Bonus strength, bonus damage, bonus armor. This is all quite nice. Here's the AM. Committing the big mana potion already. Happy goes for the Wand of Negation. Cripple getting blocked so far. Did that... I think that water elemental just expired. One hit before death. Some ghouls going down. Also, this is a delay on the slaughterhouse. Mercs are not in this fight. Surprisingly. Wait, Happy just bought double one of negation, didn't he? That's a lot of gold right there. Trapping and killing these footies would have also been nice. Looks like in the end only one is going to get away. And look at the slaughterhouse timing. Perfect position, by the way. Perfect base build here. Slaughterhouse safe in the back. This is really cool. But the statues are delayed. This means destroyers are delayed. Destroyers should be the game-winning unit here. They will be very strong once FORTI is going for the push. Which it looks like he will. Happy wants to get level 2 Death Knight here. Unlock that aura. And ideally also level 4 Crypt Lord. I like they didn't go for boots this game, by the way. On one base, you are strapped for cash. Creep Jack here by FORTI. He knows Happy is still pretty weak at this point in the game. Not killing the ghouls, surprisingly. Stormbolt. Instead on the Crypt Lord, I feel like FORTI is missing an opportunity here. Oh, beautiful Impale. That's level 2. And that rifle should also be dead. With a few more right clicks, maybe. Stormbolt. Can he surround? The DK here. Not quite. There's going to be another Stormbolt ready in a moment. Happy blocking with the Beetle. Great escape by Happy. Didn't lose the ghouls. Didn't lose the heroes. Got the level 2. FORTI here now with a push. Trying to take out the shop. Frenzy just started, but still taking a while. Happy going for the mass repair. How's Happy going to spend his money here? He doesn't have that much gold. One of negation again. Loves this item. Sells the Ring of Protection. Has to repair the altar. Surely. Surely. Happy has to repair the altar. He's taking his time. He's got the Scouting Acolyte still here. Orb of Corruption on the Crypt Lord. Going for the surround. Might be able to fight out though. Ooh, Impale on the Crypt, on the MK, excuse me. To stop the Stormbolt from happening. Happy with a really good defense so far. Only a ghoul might end up dying. Actually, it might not, thanks to the coil. Now it's the MK getting surrounded, and the Lich is out. The Nova is ready. And the MK is falling. Has to get the return kill here. Has to get the kill on the Crypt Lord. The last hit from the Archmage, but he falls as well. He got surrounded. Mass surrounds, mass hero kills. GG. And Happy ties up the game. What a sick read by him here. He knew immediately what FORTI was planning. He knew the tech was happening. He was getting ready to all in. Happy with a smart adjustment. Doesn't expand. Goes for the tech instead. Great play. Really good play. The quality here that these two players are showing. Absolutely amazing. But I think FORTI was the one here to make the mistake. Once he saw the Crypt Lord not having the skull, not expanding, I think he should have said, okay, whatever. Then I'm going to fast expand. I think that would have been the right counter. But I guess it's good that he didn't. Now the game is tied up. We are at 2-2, which means we're down to a best of 3. And that means that hopefully we're going to get all 7 maps. That would be a nice little Christmas gift. Map 5 coming up. Hammerfall is going to be the next one. I think this map is really good for Firelord play, by the way, but that would be a different player. That would be Infi. FORTI seems to be not interested in Tavern Heroes, just like Happy is not interested in Lich play. We know what we're gonna get here. AM versus Archmage. But it doesn't get boring if you ask me, because the level of play here is second to none. I gotta say, I don't understand why FORTI is going for this creep route here. Why isn't he just going for level 3? Orange, green, orange would be level 3. Because the way he's been playing it lately is, he creeps this camp first, which makes you think, okay, he's going for a level 2 expo with level 2 aggression. But lately, FORTI hasn't been doing this. He's been creeping this, trying to expand, but sometimes taking his time, and then creeping the green and waiting for the undead to attack him. If you're staying back and defending anyways, why not creep level 3? I really don't get it, I gotta say. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe there's something that I'm missing. But on paper, it doesn't seem to make sense. Let's see how FORTI is gonna make this work. Happy again, scouting the creep route. With this, he's going to be able to infer a lot. As mentioned, that read on the previous map was perfect. Beautiful. And I imagine this time he's going for the double unsummon. He's creeping with 4 ghouls, so he wants to creep this camp quickly. This means lower lumber. This means he cannot go for the instant expo. Item here has a big impact. Claws plus 8 or Ring of Regen would both be amazing. Claws plus 8. Oh shit! I'm lagging. Okay. Ah, crap. Okay. Alright. I was lagging right there. I gotta leave the game. The Emperor says it. Please, Flow TV. Work. Please. Please, Jesus. Please. Okay. Alrighty. We're gonna fast forward here, try to catch up with the action.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh! He lost a ghoul, by the way. Uh-oh. Did he lose a ghoul because of me? Oh shit. Am I the Grinch this Christmas? So this is what I was talking about. AM crept these 2 camps, and now he's just defending. And so if you're just... Oh! Vanilla surround, by the way! That's a surround without an impale! Ooh, that's painful for FORTI. Huge impale right there! Arcane Tower surviving would be really big, but it's taken out. Lots of peasants also falling. And now AM is not level 3. Like, isn't this other creep route just better? Like, what is the rub here? Why is he going for this creep route first? It doesn't seem to make sense. And now Happy's Expo's finishing. AM gets level 3 way too late. I don't know, man. To me, it seems like this is not the right creep route from FORTI. Trouble also in the main base. Ooh, this game is looking bad for FORTI. Jesus. No expo coming up. Tower cancelled. Peasants dying. And level 3 really late. He's gonna get it now, finally, at last. Cryptlord is behind in experience, but I think Happy is totally fine with this position.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, 2 ghoul kills over here. FORTI trying to bounce back in this game. He is way behind on expo, but he knows a counterattack could be strong. He's got lots of footies. He's got the level 3 Archmage. An attack towards Happy's base now could net lot of kill opportunities. Happy's far away from level 3, to be honest. Happy would love to have some fiends here. How's he going to spend his money now? Lots of gold income for Happy right here. He is going for the graveyard. Making a necro here might not be the worst idea. Happy trying to fit in one green camp here. One creep camp, I should say. Trying to get that level 3 or at least get close because here's the counterattack. Ziggurat goes down. Happy gets a level 3. Got that level up just in time. Healing up a little bit. Got the gloves of haste. And the Expo now mining. FORTI bouncing back impressively. It was looking pretty bad, man, with all those kills. But this counterattack is still holding some promise. Lots of mining time lost. Lots of acolytes killed. But Happy now also seems to have a good ghoul force here ready to defend. Both with boots and telestaff. Archmage no TP anymore, by the way. That's a bit scary. Yeah, Happy lost a lot of gold here.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, Happy picks up the heal scroll at daytime. That's one of his favorite moves to go for these days. And here are the ghouls, ready to hit the Expo. Cryptlord, you would think, wants to stay out of Arcane Tower range. He can still help with some artillery impales. Tech for FORTI started already. He's going to be way ahead on tech here. Dude, why is there so much lagging? No! Shit! Goddamn. Why are there so many desyncs lately? Yeah, this is the problem with FlowTV at the moment, guys. There are quite a few desyncs. We're gonna have to go for a restream here, I'm afraid. At least for one map. Hopefully then FlowTV works, I guess. Okay. We didn't miss much, though. Okay. What do we have here? FORTI indeed with the tech already. Happy isn't too far behind on the tech, I guess. Game looking pretty good for FORTI now, considering how we were looking in the first couple of minutes. Impressive recovery indeed. Happy trying to prevent the creeping of the lab, trying to prevent the shredder for FORTI here. Cryptlord has decent experience, same as the Archmage. Not a dominating Cryptlord game though, not like he's level 4 already, looking towards level 5. So FORTI, for the time being, is denied the Shredder. We'll see if that's going to be noticeable later. Ooh, Archmage. Close to getting surrounded here, but he's got a TP, he's got a telestaff. There should be no danger right here. Happy doing a good job here. Able to involve the ghouls without just feeding them away at a time when normally you would expect the AM to be kind of dominating against the ghouls. Takes out the shop as well, keeping the AM busy. Wait, did Happy forget the Death Knight? Having defend on these footies now is wonderful. Makes them a lot more valuable to have in this attack against the towers, against the fiends. Good attack by 40, it seems. Tier 3 has begun now for Happy. Death Knight is on the way. Decent impales, but they're only level 1. Both heroes about to hit level 4 right here. Stormbolt, first fiend, should be getting taken out. 40 doing a great job here. Getting lots of value out of the footmen right now. As long as they are still valuable. And the 2 towers here hardly seem to be having an impact. Unlike in Lord of the Rings. A lot of kills for 40. That's a lot of kills for 40. And look at his bank building. 2,000 gold for 40 already. That's a big lead. That has to be a big lead here now for 40. Happy is significantly slowed down. This means 40 should have the space to go tier 3, go Griffins, go upgrades. He still doesn't have a Shredder though, right? That seems to be the one single thing 40 is missing here for close to a perfect game. Happy taking this camp away from 40's side. The big mana potion, of course, wonderful to have. Oh, did he just use it? No, didn't. Finally now level 2 Impale for Happy to play with. He just staffed out a footy. Rare sight indeed. Dispel, where is it? Watch Elemental Dispel here. Would have been level 2 for the DK. Slight oversight by Happy. But 40's holding his own pretty well. Oh, Happy has to give the mana pot to the DK if he wants to save this fiend. Probably. Pally's out already though. This is great timing. Triple hero out so early. Good save on the fiend as well though. DK and Cryptlord working together to save those fiends, but 40 is looking good here already just with heroes. Looks like one statue is going to be going down. Happy going for statue, destroyer, lich. Actually, seems like Happy saved every single unit. That's pretty good. In fact, that's really good. Until I say it. The classic cast a curse. Now it's going to be a fiend falling. Early destroyer though, that's really good right now. Against the water elementals, when the gyro count is still low. And now Happy reclaims map control. He's got Frenzy as well. He's going to get the next lab. He did hold on to the mana potion, so he's going to have that for the late game. And supply-wise, Happy is slightly ahead right now, but 40 still has a big bank. Question is, does he have the time to spend all those resources? This feels pretty all-in by Happy. If he doesn't do critical damage here against the Human Expo, I think he is gonna be without chances for the rest of the game. 40 is far from hitting his peak. He needs more time. More time for more production, more upgrades, and more levels. And yeah, the missing Shredder really is a problem here. He's constantly on low lumber. There is no upgrades at all yet for these Griffins. Wait, not even Stormhammers or Animal War Training. These are budget Griffins. Forty knows the attack is imminent. Happy trying to creep a couple of camps before hitting that timing. He's got 1-1 on the Fiends very early. This is really good. It's a huge help in the Fiend versus Griffin battles. Picks up a heal scroll as well. DK gonna get level 3 here. Cryptlord about to hit 5. Let's just get a level 2. Big level ups here for Happy. I love the Ring of Regen as well. Some healing on this Death Knight. FORTI in no position to counterattack. He has to come home now to defend. Look how much gold he still has. Still 800 gold. Finally not so low on lumber anymore. Lots of destroyers. How many gyros do we have? 9 gyros. It's not certain that that's enough. Towers all taken out. Scary timing here, being hit by by Happy, excuse me. Big impale on those peasants. Follow up Nova. Not too many peasants dead yet, but now many in trouble. We're seeing a region scroll as well. Supplies even. FORTI finally spent his bank for the most part. Oh, and Happy's just going to TP out. Gets in range with everything. Saying goodbye. See you in round 2. After many peasants have been killed. Big blow to FORTI's economy. MK levels not where you would like them to be. You really wants that level 3. Happy's levels now looking a lot better. Lich almost 3 as well. He crept up so much, he got plenty of tower kills and peasant kills. Those give more experience also. The destroyers now, of course, a lot weaker. They don't have the mana anymore. We have 12 gyros. It seems like the gyros should be able to dominate soon in the air. But Happy right now still feeling strong, creeping up the map, getting ahead on hero levels. He's got so many mana items, by the way. That's really good. And the Lich level 3. Oh, now going Banshees. Really? That's gonna take forever. Happy also very, very low lumber. But he's got decent upgrades already. Working on 2-1 here for his Fiend army. Griffins finally got to 1-0. Finally got to... what's it called again? Not Warhammers. Stormhammers. But still no Animal War Train. Still no armor upgrades. These Griffins are very easy to kill. Game is slowing down a little bit. It's good for FORTI. He wants more time. Dude, the missing Shredder has such huge impact. It didn't look like a big moment in the game, but when the level 3 DK, excuse me, level 3 Cryptlord, plus then later on DK was rejoining, fighting in the middle of the map, that prevented FORTI from easily creeping the lab, that prevented him from getting the Shredder. And the impact is absolutely huge. Almost all the creeps now gone. Somehow though, FORTI did now get to good levels. These are really solid, really good levels. 4-3-3 with the AM about to hit 5 as well. How did that happen? It seemed like he was not creeping really much of anything. But the few camps that he got, he really was able to maximize, apparently. Happy though still with more experience. Happy also going for master training. Got a lot of gold. Ever since arriving on tier 3, Happy had almost no losses on either economy or army. Wait, is he denying his destroyers right now? Oh yeah, Happy's killing his own destroyers. Which is hard to do. He can't web them. Wow, I'm not sure if I've ever seen that before. Happy denying his destroyers to make room for more Banshees and Fiends. He denied 3 of the destroyers, keeping 1. On this map yesterday, we saw some possessions on Griffins. When the Griffins are webbed, you can possess them in theory. But during that time, the Banshees take a lot of bonus damage, so they're pretty easy to kill normally. Man, I really hope that Float TV is going to work better for the next map, by the way. This would be such a shame if we have to watch all of the rest of the final with the restream, Sag. That was one of the sickest things on NetEase, by the way. Back in the day, I don't know if you guys ever used NetEase, but NetEase was a decent client that had some bugs. But the best thing they had was, I don't know how they did it. There's one thing Warcraft Champion was never able to do. When you were an observer and you were lagging in the game, it would only lag for you and not for everyone, like it normally does in Warcraft. That was so neat to have, man. That was so good. FORTI banking lots of gold. He is still low on lumber. Upgrades now 2-1 for the Griffins are alright. They're not exactly amazing though. Happy's upgrades looking better. He is moving towards 3-2. And Happy is making a giant army, by the way. 94 supply. Mains have expired. Time to deny some acolytes. Lots of denies by Happy here. Classic unsummon also on the altar. Long game here on map 5. Happy with tons of unsummons. We're going to mine out basically at the same time. But FORTI was banking so much gold. And the nice thing is, he can then use the peasants, put them on lumber. Finally, he's getting more lumber. Getting the second ammo upgrade. That's a big help already. Getting gyro bombs. Happy never tried to go for a third base. After he killed all the peasants with that strong attack, with the destroyer morph, I wonder if he shouldn't have gone for a third base, maybe? Oh, that fiend surprisingly survives. Alright, FORTI now spending all of his gold. His expo is about to run dry. FORTI is going to get up to 100 here, for sure. Still 1,000 gold on him. Happy's ground army, less mobile here than these Griffins. TPing in, trying to catch the Griffins. Can't do it. TP out. And no kills. Wait, Happy only has 2 acolytes left. That should be enough, I guess, to mine out 3 acolytes, actually. Couple of gyros caught. How many gyros do we have? It's 11 gyros, so it's not like Happy can commit really too hard into destroyers, I think. Look at the Banshee mana, by the way. They're all full mana here. Maybe Happy could think about some possessions. Okay, maybe not. Mass anti-magic, and now all the Banshees low on mana again. No one went for a third base this game. It's looking like a bit of a stalemate. I would say Happy's heroes are looking better. But I'm liking the human army more. He's got the mass griffins, he's got the mass upgrades. For the most part. Not 3-3, but 2-2 is pretty good. Happy can still get some gold from unsummoning. FORTI right now trying to wait out the anti-magic shell. Triple heal scroll on FORTI. And a protection scroll. Happy has a TP. Maybe he's again going to try to take a fight early and then TP out once he doesn't like the look of it anymore. Okay. Looks like the big fight is coming up. In we go. Nova hitting well on the Griffins. Impale, of course, doesn't have too many targets. Holy shit, that's so many units. DK level 4. Militia also. Big support from the main base. Happy, there's the TP out. I was half expecting it already. And who lost more here? It was 2 Griffins and a Gyro. That's the important losses. And Happy only losing a Fiend and a Destroyer, so I guess better for Happy, sort of. Long game here. Now Happy's trying to expand again. With only 2 Acolytes. Banshee's now low on mana. Gyros could look for an easy cancel here with the Gyro Bombs. Happy still has his mana potions, by the way. On the Crypt Lord and on the DK. Lich almost level 4. Oh, Gyros have enough damage. Cancel successful. Happy doesn't have enough gold for another Expo attempt. In we go. Webs all baited on the Gyros. First Fiend goes down immediately. Stormhammer's doing huge damage. As always. Scroll of Protection comes in. So much damage from the human army. My goodness! Heal Scrolls versus Heal Scrolls. Happy is losing supply. Quickly, the ultimate late game, end game fight that humans seem to tend to win against Cryptlord. Looking good here once again. Impale on all the heroes, but so many Griffins still in the air. I wonder if Happy shouldn't try to kite back towards the main base. Web's wearing off. Griffins so tanky, so hard to kill. Good Impale hitting both those heroes again. MK low mana. Does he have a mana potion? No, he doesn't actually. MK out of mana here. That could be a problem for sure. DK still with more mana. It's got the mana stone. Cryptlord out of mana. Lich also kind of low. How many Hoylights do we have left? This one came in too late. Ooh, Happy trying to pick off those Griffins one by one, but it's the Fiends who first will fall, as it seems. There's no Gyros anymore, by the way. Destroyers now would be super sick, but Happy has to call for the GG after 28 minutes. FORTI takes the lead. Moves up to match point. I'm sorry, guys, that we had to do the restream here, but that's the only thing I can do if I have to leave the game. And if there's a desync, god damn it, that's what happens. Okay. Hopefully, next map, things are going to be looking better. Gonna go for a short break here. By the way, I'm gonna try to see if maybe on Firefox the Douyu streams are working. There's 2 streaming services in China right now where the Warcraft players are streaming. There's Douyu and there's Douyin. Douyin is what we just watched, and the quality is terrible for European viewers. Douyu is a lot better, but Douyu is buggy on many browsers. Hi Toon! With the 5 gifted subs. Yo, thank you very much. That is the organizer and sponsor of the Super League, guys. Super League starting tomorrow. Give a shout out to Hi Toon. We're very excited to see what's going to be happening tomorrow. We do have the first play day, by the way, already announced. Gonna get into that later. Wait. Okay. Let me see.
啊，转天轨，人家那么多飞机，你怎么转天轨啊
Sorry, that is flies. stream. I'm hoping that I can watch that here. I gotta log in with my WeChat. All a bit complicated. I'm trying to make sure we're gonna have a better quality, at least if we have to go for a restream, boys. Hold on. Okay, I think that worked. Okie dokie. Okay. All right. Players are in the lobby getting ready for the next map, which is gonna be... Wait, what is it? Northern Isles. Okay. I saw there for a moment. Wander Brown was also lagging. Sadly, the connection to the Chinese servers is a bit rough for us here in Europe very often. I do have a proxy set up by the wonderful War 3 Champions admins, but doesn't always save me. I wonder how that's going to be working out for the Super League, by the way. I guess we'll see. Alright, 41 map away from winning this tournament, the last tournament before the Super League. 2 match points now against Happy. Can Happy still prevail? I hope we're going to get at least to map number 7. That would be pretty epic, if you ask me. Northern Isles used to be Happy's favorite map. It seems like that has kind of changed. I think actually Northern Isles is a great map for Happy in this matchup. Great for Cryptid expansion. And not that good normally for AM creep routes. Okay, we're back on Flow TV. Please, Warcraft gods. Don't desync me this time. These desyncs have been a little bit painful lately, but let's see if this one works out better. Okay, FORTI is back to his power build opening. This is what he played on, what was it, Autumn Leaves. And looked really good there. He's gonna creep this camp first for level 2, and then harass Happy's Expo. If Happy scouts the human creep route, maybe you shouldn't go for the Expo immediately, but rather go for a green camp first. Once again, I feel obligated to point out that Lich first here would be really good as a counter to this, but Happy being Happy, surely this will be Papa Roach. Indeed. So, 20-second lead on the first hero here for the human, thanks to the power build. It's very expensive in resources in the early game, but it can be well worth it timing-wise. Happy is indeed scouting with the Acolyte. He is missing the militia here early, though.
A player's forces are under attack.
This could maybe also be an all-in play. One base all-in like we saw in Springtime. Ooh, I wonder what Happy's read here is. He is expecting all-in. Look at that. He is not going for a skull. No Expo. He's expecting FORTI to play all-in here. I think FORTI now should expand. He's not footy scouting. He doesn't know exactly what Happy's up to. Happy gonna be sniping the item before the AM shows up. And the Trapper is pretty easy to kill as well, so that shouldn't be a steal possible for FORTI. But maybe he can kill a ghoul here. Same read as on Springtime for Happy.
A player's forces are
FORTI's going for a 4th farm. Like I said, I think FORTI should be going for Expo here. Playing the 1 base, I think, is a losing proposition against a player as good as Happy. Crippler with a fast level 2. If he gets Ring here, he's going to be very tanky on the first hero. But anything is good, really. Gloves, that's the worst, but it's still decent. Here we go. Now it's Militia time. Yay! Like I suggested, FORTI making the adjustment. And now how is Happy going to react to this? Happy is now teching and will be facing expansion. Skelly Scout in the main base, seeing low peasant count, seeing peasant production, seeing no tech. Happy should know that FORTI changed plans and now did go expand. Very, very interesting strategic back and forth. FORTI was getting ready to all-in Happy's Expo. Happy adjusts, goes for the tech, hoping for FORTI to play into his 1 base with 1 base. So now FORTI makes the adjustment. He responds with tech, with expanding instead. And this is a setup that I think I've never seen before. How does this play out now? It's a Crypt Lord 1 base against an expansion. This expo could be cancelled, actually. 1 of Mana Steal here for the Crypt Lord is also amazing. It's early in production, very early. Peasants splitting against the Impale, very well done. Minimizes the impact. Only 2 peasants hit with the Impale, but still peasants will be falling. As we know, Happy loves cancelling this tower, and cancelled it will be. Even a nice save here on the Ghoul. Lots of losses for FORTI. That's painful. Expo is cancelled for sure. Right? If Happy focuses on the Expo, this would be neat. What? He didn't cancel it. Wait, what?
a player's forces are under attack.
He could have gotten that with certainty. Great Ghoul saves by Happy here, by the way. But the Expo is paused, however not cancelled. Crypt Lord. Oh, surrounded! Crypt Lord gets surrounded. That's a huge catch. Big kill on the first hero. That might be the game over and the series over, perhaps. Happy doesn't have many resources this game. Going for the DK right now. Has to go for the Tavern Res, surely. Really wants that peasant. Oh, look at the save. Damn, look at that save.
Are under attack.
Crypt Lord coming back for more, though. Happy's tech slowed down severely because of the Crypt Lord loss. There is more targets here for the CL. Happy moving out with DK, with ghouls. Crypt Lord already here. Archmage, though, going through with a counterattack.
Forces are under attack.
Wait, FORTI isn't defending at all right now. Okay, this is gonna be painful for both players. Who's gonna suffer more is the question. Tech hasn't started. FORTI trying to defend with militia only. That's not gonna be enough, I don't think. We got a lot of forces here. Wait, the expansion might fall now. There's absolutely nothing defending the Expo. TP home. Happy counters with attack immediately. AM level 4. His power is much needed. The AM is the only really good thing that FORTI has at the moment, and might be the only good thing he has for a long time. So many peasant kills for Happy. Huge loss earlier on the Crypt Lord, but also many kills found on the workers. And many huge ghoul saves, I would say. Sure, some ghouls died, but also many survived. Archmage almost surrounded here. I wonder if the heal potion would save him. So many summons. The beetles and the skellies, dude. So hard to deal with. What FORTI wouldn't do for some Dispels. Happy still keeps fighting. He's almost level 4 Crypt Lord now. That's a double level up with a coil. Gets the kill. Now we got the level 2 DK with that. The aura. There's still no tech for FORTI. He does have the resources now, sort of, or maybe not. He has to make more peasants to get the gold necessary. Happy on the way to tier 3 already with a lot of ghouls. If there's no towers up here soon, this expo will fall against the tier 3 power of Undead. FORTI is forced to make towers on tier 1. Backpack would be super sick here, by the way. Oh, wait. There's an opening! Oh! This main base isn't even walled off. Crypt Lord has the staff ready. If he messed this up and the staff wasn't ready, this would have been a huge mistake. It's a distraction, though. Distraction in the main base. And the real attack is over at the expansion, where Happy, once again, will love to get these towers cancelled. Things are looking good now for a map 7, if you ask me. Dude, the games between these two are just so sick. Always seem to deliver. Series yesterday was sick. Series today, sick. Nice little block here. This ghoul goes down. And another ghoul goes down, and that's before Frenzy. Happy parking the statues in the main base. That seems a little bit weird, maybe. Mass towers. Finally! The tech has started.
Forces are under attack.
FORTI now defending both bases. We got some footies over here. We got the AM in the main base. Yo, I see passion in the chat. The legend. Merry Christmas. Okay, here we go. Tier 3 timing about to hit, and it's gonna hit hard. Frenzy Destroyer, Lich Orb. All ready to flood in. We're gonna have 4 towers here pretty soon. Maybe Happy should hit the main base instead. There's only 2 towers here. Working on the 3rd is FORTI. Could Happy not even expand here? Like, he has such extreme map control. FORTI has absolutely no chance, army-wise, for a long time. Okay, there's the first destroyer. Well, let's see. Can FORTI hold? If FORTI holds, it's not necessarily a win, but it's a chance. Perfect. Look at the timing on the towers. No way! Oh! As the first hits from the destroyers come in, that's exactly when the towers finish. Crazy. Perfect timing here by FORTI. DK stuck behind the wall. Death Knight probably falling. And one destroyer gonna go down to the towers. Crypt Lord could try to pass the staff. Maybe. Is the staff ready? Yes, it is. A little bit of a mistake maybe by Happy not passing the staff, but maybe not necessary. The expo is broken. The towers didn't do enough. And Happy ties it up. 3-3 the score. And our grand final goes full distance. Hells yeah. That is what we like to see. One last map decider is going to be determining the last champion before the Super League. Can we call it a champion if it's just a 4-player tournament? The last tournament winner, let's say. The last winner, the Christmas winner before the Super League, which is starting tomorrow. We're going to check out the matchups for the first play day in a bit. If you want to take a look at that already, you can check it out on War 3 Info or on Wikipedia, where the first couple of matches have been displayed. Okay. Do we have to play another ad break here? No, not really. Map 3 decided. What's the map? What's the map? Tidehunters. I feel like I haven't seen this map in forever in this matchup. It has been getting vetoed a lot lately. I'm not exactly sure by whom. Titan is also a map where one base play has been looking quite popular. One base all in, something that FORTI here played a good amount. Okay, let's go in. Map 7 decider, FORTI and Happy going toe to toe. Really close games yesterday, really close series today. These two, their rivalry, one of the most exciting and entertaining rivalries we have in the scene. I would say the most. Matter of taste, perhaps, though.
Less than 3.
Tom Typhoon with the resub. Thank you very much. Also, thank you WNKR10 with the resub. We've seen from 1-0 and Labby as well that this map can look quite good for Lich. I feel like I have to mention this even if we all know that it is going to be Cryptlord here, certainly, again, in Happy's hands. What about the Gamba? Alright, last map, last Gamba, let's go. It is, of course, the Cryptlord. Wait a minute. Happy's making the shop way in the back. The only reason to do this is if you're sure that FORTI's playing one base, right? If you're gonna unsummon it, why not just make it here? Happy seems to be sure that FORTI's gonna play one base here. Happy still doesn't counter this footy pull perfectly, I think. Oh, actually, I take it back. Force the end snare. That is the perfect counter. Acolyte somehow still alive, even. If he gets a steal here, that would be sick. Nope. Not really possible. Archmage with Scourge Bone Chimes. Decent early game item. Not that good. In general, though. And Cryptlord is not going for the early expansion. He's not going for the skull. He is once again ready to play one base. Is FORTI going to be teching this time or expanding? I thought Expo was the right play on the previous map, but Happy ended up winning. The downside with this Creeper, by the way, is your footy scout only sees pretty late what the undead is up to.
A player's forces are under attack.
But the footy now should see that there's no skull, and that should tell him that there's no Expo, and Happy is teching. Tier 2 already started. FORTI is again going for the Expo here. Mantle is really good, and he's close to level 3. Good right-click items for the Cryptlord. One base Cryptlord, something we never really saw. But the meta between these two keeps evolving, and now one base Cryptlord is a possibility. It's a big ghoul gang moving towards the Expo, while Happy continues to creep with the Cryptlord and his summons. Getting very, very close to level 3. This camp isn't quite enough, though. He's going to need a little bit more. FORTI going heavy on towers this time. He wants to have security against this Cryptlord play. Impale. Surround. Ooh, almost missed. That would have been painful. But he gets it. And that's level 3. Is he gonna go boots here? Oh, yes, he is. Even on one base with lower resources, Happy goes for the boots. He could try to hit both bases at the same time, by the way. I think that would be a sick play. Criplot in the main, ghouls at the expo.
A player's forces
And here they are.
attack.
5 ghouls showing up. 2 arcane towers. If they finish, this expo should be safe against the Crypt Lord. One of them's gonna get cancelled. The other should be... Oh, wait! 40 cancelled both by accident! He wanted to cancel this, but he cancelled both by accident! Oh, that's a huge mistake! That arcane tower was about to finish! Oh, that could be a game-losing mistake, actually. Now Happy can stick around here for way longer. Without mana drain. Big impale. Maybe in the end he still gets the cancel. Oh, no. It would have finished. It would have finished. He got cold feet. Huge delay on the arcane. Huge delay on the expansion. Now the power build.
A player's
Happy on tier
forces
2.
are under attack.
Going for DK, going for Slaughterhouse, pretty standard. And then tier 3 expected next. Can FORTI secure his bases enough to not fall to the tier 3 timing? That is the question here.
A player's forces
2 minutes until tier 3. And then another 90 seconds until the push. FORTI's got 3.5 minutes to get prepared. Doesn't have a shredder. FORTI again gonna be late on the tech. He's prioritizing the towers. Cripplock got a staff in case he gets surrounded. But FORTI is certainly looking more secure this game than the last map. Looks like he's not taking as severe damage as before. Not that many peasants dying. Happy with a tougher game here for the map 7 decider. Now the shredder for FORTI. He's gonna have all the lumber in the world. Happy is sharking around. Oh, imagine if he surrounded the shredder here. That would have been sick. Takes up the farm a little bit too late. Seems to me like FORTI's in a good spot here. It's all about towers, towers, towers right now. Oi. 1 HP. I am really thirsty for that kill. This will be level 4 for him. It seems like Happy is kind of knocking his head against the wall right now. He's trying to find damage, trying to find openings, not getting them. And FORTI gets to level 4 right here.
A player's forces are under attack.
Getting statue kills here would be huge, but the AM alone can't do it too easily. FORTI's gonna have a bunch of towers. Alright, here we go. Tier 3 is nearing.
Under siege.
Happy seems to be a bit ineffective here with his heroes. Towers are up. Happy only gets a single peasant here. That's basically all he gets for his efforts, and a farm. Ooh, FORTI. Is he gonna get the statue? Oh, that would be huge, man. But he can't quite. Really good game by FORTI. Getting tested by Happy, under lots of pressure, but passing all the tests, I would say. And he seems to be secure. He's even getting masonry upgrades, tons of towers. I think Happy should expand here. It's of course easy for me to say. I see everything. I see all the towers and everything else. Happy has full map control here for a long time. And I don't think he can break these bases.
A player's forces are under attack.
They are too well fortified. What Happy could do is expand easily. There's no way FORTI could find a castle realistically just with footies against destroyers. FORTI's buying time, sacrificing themselves the way they should. FORTI with a good defense here. Look at all those towers. 5 towers in the main base. I think it's 7 at the expansion. Happy's still trying to break them. Destroyer's starting to run out of mana right here. Archmage. Don't want to lose that hero. That would be bad. Destroyer goes down. Happy loses the Destroyer to the towers. The Masonry upgrade here is so good. Another Destroyer almost gone. Only a single tower has fallen. MK looking for a triple heroes around. Destroyers going down. Another one falls. Happy staffing away the Lich. And the push fails. Happy now in a ton of trouble. FORTI's going tier 3. Looking like an old Infi game here with all these towers. Yesterday, FORTI almost was eliminated. His score was 1-2. He had to bank on Kaho not winning the last 2 games, which indeed he didn't. FORTI made it in here with a map score of neutral 0. And now defeating seemingly the big boss in the end. Or is there a way Happy can still win this? 1 base versus 2. Very tough task. Happy's levels also are so weak. 3-1-1 only. This is laughable. And now all that FORTI needs is Knight Gyros, probably. Against a 1 base undead, you don't need Griffins. But he's still going Griffins. Very interesting. We're seeing the meta develop before our eyes. FORTI was getting ready to go all in against Happy's Expo. Happy adjusting, not expanding. FORTI then making the follow-up adjustment of going for the Expo after all. And the all-in push by Happy worked on map 1, but doesn't seem to be working here on the next map. Map 2 with his exact strategy, but map 7 of the series. So far it looks like one of the more one-sided maps of the series, to be honest. Dude, this one level of masonry, by the way, has been making a huge difference. Look how hard these towers are to kill. Destroyer's dead. Happy, perhaps, dead. FORTI's supply is still very low, though. Doesn't have the most amazing army right now. And now the peasants are looking kind of exposed over here. The Lich can keep shooting at him. Arcane tower position, maybe not perfect. Maybe it should rather be here. And Griffin Aviaries. Maybe they were a macro mistake. Maybe the decision to go Griffins here, not the right one. There's no mining happening right now. Wait a minute, boys. Happy as a supply lead. FORTI can call a decent amount of militia. Making 1 Griffin at the moment. Ooh, A-bomb. That's not going to be big help against Griffins. Was there an item on the ground or something? What did I see there? Big mana potion. Double big mana on the human side. Pally. Very hurt. There should be a staff somewhere. Heal potion passed first. A-bomb gonna fall. Big kill right there. I'm waiting for the frost armor. Oh, that was a bit too late. Big kills. A-bomb taken out and a fiend as well. FORTI doing a great job here intercepting reinforcements. That's huge kills. 10 supply taken off of Happy. Losses he can't really afford, I wouldn't say. What's going on here, by the way? Gyro's chasing a statue. Impale. Archmage in trouble. Coil comes in aggressively, but it's only level 1. Griffin caught with the web. Hopefully that TP is in range for the Griffin. Oh, no, it isn't. Easy kill on the Griffin right there. Big experience. But the DK is still far away from 3. And of course now, there's mining again at the expansion finally. Maybe this game is closer than it first looked. The triple Griffin Aviary, man. That might be the game-losing move. Maybe just Knight Gyros would have been more reasonable. I think it would have been. Two statues, though, very hurt. Might be easy kills to get. He made 3 Griffin Aviaries to just make 1 Griffin. Imagine all the resources. So much gold going into a single Griffin that didn't even do anything. Oh, FORTI. Despite a great early game, the late game macro choice seemed to be the wrong one. At least for now. If he can finally get to like 6 Griffins, then it might be looking great all of a sudden. But up until this point, I'm pretty sure Knight Gyros would have been doing better. Would have been serving him better. Happy with a big creep camp here. This is going to be level 3 Death Knight. FORTI going for the counterattack. Is there a TP on Happy? Oh, there isn't. No TP on Happy. Really good attack by FORTI. Oh, this is painful for Happy. There's going to be lots of acolytes dying, surely. Medallion of Courage, really good item. FORTI's going for the Black Citadel. When the acolytes come out for the repair, he can kill them. Wait. Does he get the Black Citadel here? Oh, look at all the damage! I think he has it! Wow. Just goes for the Black Citadel. And Happy has only 4 acolytes left. FORTI could have targeted better. He could have killed another acolyte here. That would have actually been huge. FORTI's still only at 50 supply though. And now Happy cannot TP home anymore. He doesn't have a building to TP to. Smart move by FORTI. Ratting it out when he has to. Archmage. Oh! Misses the surround. But still gonna force the TP. Happy has to go home to defend. That's a lot of time for FORTI. Look how rich he's getting! Maybe Happy creeping the red camp was a mistake that gave FORTI's army a lot of freedom to move on the map. If he had just kept pressuring the peasants here, maybe that would have been the better play. But man, so hard to make those calls in the middle of a game. Staff in from the Crypt Lord. Looking for an Impale. Shredder's gonna go down, but that's totally fine. There's enough lumber on the human. Oh. Big XP jump for the DK. FORTI's building the bank. And with that bank, maybe he can finally build that big Griffin army that he was hoping for. Cryptlord staying behind. Can he solo defend this, I wonder? With Skellies and Beetles? Maybe he can. with some towers, perhaps.
The town is under siege.
Peasants can again be attacked by the Lich.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright, Crypto alone isn't really enough here. No, Happy is pressuring the Town Hall. Oh, Expo versus main base. Mass Griffins are on the way. Happy has the TP. Now using it. Shouldn't he have killed the Expo first, I wonder? Whatever.
Forgot to reset B2W Rara, B2W Rara, B2W Rara.
Koroyan Blue with the resub. Thank you very much. Rah, rah, rah. Okay, 3 Griffins is not really yet a great number. But they have great attack upgrades. My lordy. 3-0 on these Griffins.
A player's forces are under attack.
Happy in a very tough spot here. Has to pressure the Expo and protect his main base at the same time. And this main base doesn't last forever, by the way. Oh, he is morphing another destroyer. Now the gyros have some targets again. Lich with some pretty crazy right-click items here. Okay, the next big fight finally starting. Griffins all webbed. But more Griffins coming in from the main base. We're getting up to 6 Griffins now. Is this critical mass for FORTI? It might be. The militia helping out as well. Looks like a great engagement for Fortitude so far. Happy gonna TP out. Doesn't like the look of this fight anymore. Another Griffin falls. But Happy also lost a lot here. And he's gonna call it. GG it is. And Fortitude is the winner. The last tournament of the year before the Super League Season 2 goes to Fortitude. Great play between these two. Great adjustments towards each other. Really, really cool to see. Just a pleasure. A pleasure to see these guys going up against each other. I'm sure they're going to be hot contenders once again for good finishes in the Super League. Fortitude with this closes out the last tournament win of the year, right? This should be... Pretty sure this is the last tournament win of the year. Goes to Fortitude. Another little build-up on his bank account. If I'm not mistaken, Fortitude is the highest earning player in 2025. Let's take a look. Yes, he is. 120,000 in 2025. Happy right behind him. 106,000. And then a big gap with Infi in third. And last year it looked very similar, by the way. 2024. Wait, I clicked the wrong thing. 2024. Here we go. FORTI again with 120,000. Happy again with 100K. It's almost the same this year and last year. Crazy. It's uncanny. It's like almost exactly the same. 2023 also was a very successful year for Happy. This was before Fortitude got as insane as he did. If we want to be 100% fair here, we have to say that Fortitude does get a little bit of an unfair advantage if we're comparing prize money, because lots of this prize money he gets from the Don't Force Me Cups, which he almost always plays in. But not always. FORTI and Happy on a collision course once again as we're heading into Super League Season 2. And now we're going to check out what the first playday is going to be of Super League Season 2. Tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow, Super League Season 2 kicks off. Same time as today, right? Normally it's always the same starting time. Yeah, 12 p.m., noon, CET. And guess what? It is Happy again on Playday number 1. Here it is. Happy versus Sock, first game of the day. Then Focus versus Elegant, the first season for Elegant in the Super League. He qualified as one of the many Night Elves for Super League Season 2. And then Fortitude and so on. I was really hoping to see Lin on Playday 1, not gonna lie. But unfortunately, no Lin on Playday 1, but of course we're gonna see him on the following Playdays. Lin is back! Lin is returning! I don't know yet when his first Playday is gonna be, but pretty soon, one would think. It is gonna be 35 Playdays of the group stage. You know what? Let's cast our minds back to Super League Season 1. There the group stage had the same exact format, basically. Right? Wait, wasn't it? Was it 35 play days? No, we have one more player this time, right? And no, it was 35 play days. Wait, don't we have 16 players this time? Wait, how many players do we have? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Something's not right here. Let me try again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. No, it's 15. I thought it was 16. Was it supposed to be 16? Maybe not. Maybe I just had that remembered wrong. 15 players, the 15 best players in the world, again, facing in the Super League. Sadly, this time, Starbuck isn't participating. Starbuck declined to try to compete for Season 2. Maybe doesn't have as much time to practice and play this time around. But yeah, anyways. It's going to be the same format again for the group stage. We're going to have 3 games every day. 35 play days of group stage. Epicness. And then Ascension this time was changed a little bit. So Season 1, Ascension, was basically like a big lower bracket kind of, where you were against the ropes right away. And I like that they changed this, by the way, because it did feel a bit impossible. Let's say you're in the bottom third of the seedings. The chances of making it into, let's say, top 3 or even top 2, so low. Incredibly low. So I like that they changed up the format for the Ascension phase this time. This time there is going to be seeding still, but it's not going to be as insane. In fact, you could argue that the seeding this time isn't even going to be that important. I would have liked for this to be stratosphered a little bit more, if that's even a word. I feel like the seeding for Season 1 was a bit too severe and too punishing for the Ascension phase. This time I feel like the seeding doesn't even have a huge impact, right? You're just gonna have a 1-round advantage if you're top 4. Merry Christmas, says All Tower. Merry Christmas to you as well. Stratified. That's the word, yes. How do you guys feel about this? I haven't talked about this yet on stream. I don't want to be a negative Nancy or anything. Believe me, I'm still super hyped for the Super League. First season was so sick. We had so many amazing games. It was such a pleasure. It's going to be a blast again. But I feel like it's a bit weird that this long-ass group stage, it's going to be over a month of group stage. In the end, the only real impact it's going to have is 1-round advantage for the top 4. Yeah. I feel like maybe for the next season we can improve the format a little bit more still. Yeah. Is it the same number of games, by the way, for the Ascension phase as well? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's going to be a little bit less, actually. A couple fewer games. Third place decider as well. Man, I hate third place decider games. Unless it's the first game of the day, and then after we get the grand final, then it's okay. But if we go semifinals into third place decider, which hopefully it won't be. Wait, are these dates correct already? Ooh, wait, what? Maybe they're not right. Wait, we're gonna have the round 1 games on February 5th, and then a day off, and then February 7th, we're gonna have 4 games. And then we're gonna have on February 8th 2 semifinals, and then the third place match, and then the grand final. Oh, I don't like that scheduling at all, to be honest. But maybe this is just still work in progress. It's still more than a month away. Maybe this isn't exactly the way it's gonna end up looking exactly in the end. Okay, I'm gonna have to end the stream pretty soon, by the way. Not yet, maybe like half an hour, 45 minutes. Half an hour. But Neo is gonna be here later to continue the stream. Neo is back from holidays, back from the family. I'm not quite done yet with my family. Today is another Christmas dinner. And I'm starting to get hungry as well. Okay. There might be... Are there any other show matches happening, I wonder? Are there any other show matches happening? Because this final... I mean, it was a 7-mapper, it was pretty epic, but... Normally, the Chinese always try to fill out the whole evening of streaming. For them, of course, it's in the evening. It doesn't really look like there's anything else going on right now. Wait, what is this? There's something in Yutiao's description here. What does this say? Here it says 9:40, so that's going to be in 3 minutes. This versus this. I think this is Fortitude. I've seen this name many times. Oh, yeah, no, wait, it's not Fortitude. It says Fortitude right here. There might be another show match. I'm not going to have the time to fully cover that show match, though. Maybe I can do the first 2 maps or something. Is that Yuqiao? He's playing against viewers. Ah, okay. Cool. That's also fun, but that's not very elite gameplay that we have to cover, I think. You can watch Yen's games. He's streaming. Oh. I rated Yen's yesterday. What's he up to? So Neo told me earlier that when I'm going to go off, he is going to go on. So we're going to keep streaming over here. I don't know exactly if he's ready right now. Who's laddering right now, by the way? People are saying Jens is streaming. We got... This is Jens right here. Who is this guy? Almost 2,500 MMR. That's also very strong. Walk Brave, pretty well known as well. Dude, Lemme got really high up in MMR as well. Damn, bro. Lil DC also streaming... not streaming, but laddering on Christmas. Cool to see. Is Knopf also streaming today? Oh, Knopf is streaming. Oh, nice. Okay, I raided Jens yesterday, so I'm gonna raid Knopf now. Because it seems like our matches, our show matches are done for the day. Nothing else seems to be coming up right now. Neo just told me that in 1 hour, he's gonna be starting the stream as well. So, I think that's it for me today. I'm gonna be back, not tomorrow. I'm gonna be back next week, I think on Tuesday. For more Warcraft action. And tomorrow, the Super League starts, boys! Big Super League, man. Very excited to see what they're going to be able to pull off there, our top dogs. Alright. I wish you all, once again, a wonderful Merry Christmas. I'll see you here again next week. Give some love to Knopf and tune back in here again in about 1 hour when Neo will start the next stream. Take care, boys. Bye-bye. No goose for you, hopefully. Bro, if it's goose tonight, I'm gonna be crying. Please, no goose. Screw the goose.